Start off by straightening your right leg on the ground. And as your right leg is straight, let's have your toes pointed straight up towards the ceiling. We're not allowing the leg to just plop out to the side. So right leg is going to be straight with good alignment. Let's lift your left leg off the ground. And you can hold your left leg up just like this with your hip and knee at a 90-degree position. Some of you, depending on arm length, knee might be closer, maybe knee a little further away. Let's try to get it as close to 90-90 as possible. Shin is going to be parallel to the floor, and we are going to start this exercise by rotating our left foot in big counterclockwise circles. Nice, slow, and smooth. Be really mindful when we're doing this exercise that we're not going fast through any area that we don't really control too well. I'm trying to first teach you how to restore motionality in your foot, and that means spending some quality time with these muscles that move the foot. So try to have as slow and as big of a circle as you can. You might notice a lot of snapping, crackles, pops. These are the nerves and tendons and muscles not being able to move the bones well anymore. That'll change over time. Just keep it nice, smooth, and slow and even. Great, a couple more. Now, same foot, let's switch the direction of the rotation. Now we're gonna go clockwise. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is this is a pretty simple exercise in that we're asking these muscles in our lower leg to move our foot. If this is hard, if this is fatiguing or exhausting, and your muscles are screaming and aching, well, that gives us some really important information as to how your lower leg is working. Ideally, these muscles are capable of doing gentle, simple motion without making a lot of noise, without getting tired. However, if there's already fatigue setting in, then we start asking a different question, which is, well, what is happening to your body every time you're walking or running or standing? If these muscles aren't working well, then what is happening in the knee, the hip, and the rest of the body to make up for these lower leg muscles being a little deconditioned, a little out of shape, a little weak? Keep the circles nice, slow, and big. And from here, we're gonna now point and flex. So point the toes away from you, curl the toes down, and now pull the foot back and pull the toes back. We're gonna point and flex, back and forth. It's almost like we're practicing that walking motion. We're not going fast. I want you to wake up how all these muscles in your arch, the bottom of your foot, and how the front shin is working. Think of this as your foundation. The better this works, the easier this gets, the more it's going to be easier to move around the world. And the better you'll feel doing it. And great. Let's go ahead and switch sides. So left leg is straight out on the ground. Again, pointed up. We're not letting it plop out to the side. Lift the right leg off the ground. You can interlace your hands together behind your leg, and we're going to begin with clockwise foot circles. Keep this really slow, nice, and smooth. And you should probably already have an opinion on how one side moves compared to the other. Does your right side feel smoother, easier? The circles are better circles. Is this more connected and stronger? Or is it the opposite? It's shakier. The circle is more jittery. If you notice an imbalance on any of your assessments at the start, you're feeling part of why you notice those imbalances is that the feet and the arches are working differently. Slow motion. We're not going fast through any one area. Okay, now let's switch the direction of the foot. Now we're going counterclockwise. Pay attention to the speed at which you're moving the foot. We're not going fast through any one area or range of motion on the circle. We're not moving our whole body. It's just the foot moving like a foot should. Don't be afraid to get those toes involved either. The more we can move, the more we get to continue to move. A couple more reps left. All right, great. Now point, curl the toes down, and pull the foot back. Point and flex. Back and forth. Keep the shoulders relaxed, the face relaxed. I know it's hard, especially if these muscles haven't worked in a while. This is sometimes what restoring the body is going to look and feel like. We got to put that work in. And then one day it won't be work, it'll just be movement. And great. Go ahead and put your leg down.